Are we in fact going to see somewhat of a war game, Survivor Games over OG Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0?
Well, I mean, that's what it seems like.
Who do you think wins?
I do. I really do.
I could feel it.
You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, too, as well, Joey, it's like this. Like, when you have guys that you love in this industry, and then you have kids that come in it, you can only, you know, wish and hope that they are successful as the way we were back in the day. It's not about us anymore. The only thing that's about us, it's our advice. You know what I mean? But these boys are all grown. They're all grown adults right now, young adults. And, you know, as parents, you know, you kind of just sit back and every now and then I voice my opinion, you know, and we voice our opinion as fathers and mentors, you know, the people in the industry, that, you know, that the second generation, they have it more harder versus than having family in the business, because they're always going to be paired up. Oh, he's not like his dad. Oh, he's not like his uncle. Oh, he's not like his auntie or whatever. And so that's the case we're here with Jay. You know, I feel like, you know, from a business standpoint, yeah, maybe it was taken off too early. I wouldn't have done it, you know, if I was, you know, the guy with in charge, if it was my company. But, you know, that's just, you know, my opinion, my humble opinion. And so now, you know, we have it on Braun. So, okay, where do we go from Braun now? You know, I mean, is there what is, from a business standpoint, is there merchandise being made? What's the record? What's the sales on this, that, you know what I mean, we're putting a belt on? You know, so, you know, at the end of the day, I always look at everything that's done in a business standpoint. It has nothing to do with the person himself,
Right?
Because I'm looking at the characters. I look at the characters that are out there, and then I look at, okay, what's the revenue? Right? That's how Kishi looks at it.
Yes, sir.
And that's what helps me, and, you know, and I'm just giving my mind, my experience, how I see things for those that are growing up in this industry. You know, if you kind of look at it that way, that'll kind of help guide you towards, you know, your work and where you need to adapt and switch up on your training, where you need to adapt and switch up on your gear while you're out in the independent circuit. You know, this is the fields where you practice all that. And then finally, when you get to the WWE or the other companies, you know, you already kind of see all that coming, and you'll be smart enough to adapt to that. You know, so, you know, that's my take on that. You know, congratulations again on you know, Braun and Jay, you know, for, you know, having a great match. Congratulations on, you know, the bloodline coming through, how they, you know, intertwine into that finish. You know, I was very, very, you know, smart how they, you know, how that was worked out to, in my mind, it didn't hurt anybody.
Right.
You know.
And I can tell you have a lot of love for the Steiner lineage. So with Jey Uso losing the IC belt,
Yeah.
courtesy of the Bloodline 2.0,
Right.
do you think that was the genesis of the OG Bloodline getting reunited? And are we in fact going to see somewhat of a war game, Survivor Games over OG Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0?
Well, I mean, that's what it seems like.
Who do you think wins?
You know, I got
because the OG Bloodline is still down one member, because
Yeah,
we got the two Tongas, and then we got Jacob, and we got Solo. So then we got the Usos and Roman, because Jay hasn't even joined yet. But I'm just, call me kooky, call me wacky. I'm
No.
thinking they're gonna Jay's.
Well, after seeing this, what just happened to Jay,
Exactly. He needs some backup.
you know what I mean?
He needs to even the playing field.
I think instead of Jimmy, you know, suggesting to Roman that, you know, they need help, you know, I think it's going to be the other way around, because Jay just lost the most important thing in his life, was that strap. It's been working on. I mean, you've seen how emotional he got.
That promo made news.
You know?
Everyone heard it. made headlines. Everyone knows all about it. And then here we are, what a few weeks later, and it's gone.
You know, so you know, at the end of the day, it's like, mission accomplished for
I
him.
know a lot of people want to know your thoughts. So, Big Keish, what are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was too soon.
9 Continental Championship up there. We're
With Jay, and here comes Jimmy, and see the promos on the outside. I mean, this is it's a movie, man. It's just what we do, man.
Yep. And of course, the onslaught did not stop there. We're coming into Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And this, of course, is the second biggest news, or first biggest news out of this weekend. This week is your son, Jey Uso, losing the Intercontinental Championship belt to Braun Breaker on Monday Night Raw via disturbance from the bloodline, and specifically Jacob Fatu delivering the Samoan drop out on the tables and causing your son to lose the IC title. Now, I know a lot of people want to know your thoughts. So, Big Keish, what are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was too soon. Too soon. If I'm the promoter, and I'm only going to speak like business-wise, yes, finally Jay had gotten his flowers, with the belt, and so rightfully earned and deserving. Now we got it on this kid here. Is well over. We've got so much you can see now. Is just this character, this Yeet man. It is through the roof as far as notoriety. Probably selling the #1 hottest merchandise, if not close to OTC, maybe surpassed. And now you see like the different sides of merchandise. He's got merchandise with every city he goes to. It's like there's a Yeet t-shirt. Yeet t-shirt for Philadelphia, Yeet t-shirt for New York. So, from a marketing standpoint view, you're only going to do even more better good business if you leave that on this kid. Not saying because he's my boy. I'm not saying that. I'm probably speaking as a promoter now. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's about, ain't it? It's about numbers. It's about, revenues. It's about, we build, try to find the right person that's over, the right heel that's over, and let's run the storyline with these, because at the end of the day, it's that, And so, for me, I would have protected this character of Yeet a lot longer. Yeet's been around for, 17 years as far as with the tag team. And he's won over a lot of hearts when he went on his single run. Now, Braun, we know where Braun comes from. But I don't think that rushing Braun too early, you're not giving me time to get invested into Braun Breaker. I need to watch this kid struggle, watch his growth, his progress, where you're going to, as a fan, I feel Braun deserves a chance now. Versus a lot of time when, back in the day, and I'm not saying this is Braun, but when back in the day, they would just rush people. Like they'd rush, they did it to John Cena, just rushed him. And people just, he was a great guy, but people just booed him.